Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, for our outreach project this year, we are going to present about preparation and properties of alcohol. Before we start, let's meet the members of our group. Our project is led by Sir Abu and consists of 6 members. So, let's get to the next slide. So, for preparation of alcohol, there are 9 steps in order to prepare alcohol through fermentation process. Fermentation is the process in which a substance breaks down into a simpler substance. Microorganisms like yeast and bacteria usually play a role in the fermentation process in order to prepare beer, wine, bread, kimchi, yogurt and other foods. So the first step in order to prepare an alcohol, put 20 grams of glucose into 200 cm cube of distilled water into a conical flask. Number 2 is add 10 grams of yeast into the conical flask and stir with a glass rod until the mixture even. Number 3 is, after that, close the conical flask with a stopper connected to the delivery tube. Then, insert the end of the delivery tube into the test tube as shown in figure 2.12. Number 5 is place the apparatus at room temperature, which is 30 degrees Celsius, for 3 days. After 3 days, filter the mixture from the conical flask. Number 7 is, the filtrate is then poured into a round bottom flask. The apparatus for distillation is set up as shown in figure 2.12. Number 8 is, heat the filtrate in the water bath and collect the distillate at 78 degrees Celsius. And lastly, record the color and smell of the distillate. In the end of the experiment, we will obtain ethanol and carbon dioxide as the products. Ethanol is a colorless liquid with sharp smell. Next, let's get to the next slide, which is chemical properties of alcohol. There are 3 chemical properties of alcohol, which are combustion, oxidation and dehydration. So, for the first chemical properties of alcohol, we have combustion reaction. Alcohol burns in excess oxygen gas to produce carbon dioxide and water. Alcohol are flammable and burn with a blue flame without soot. This is one of the example of combustion of alcohol for methanol. Methanol burns in excess oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. The combustion of ethanol releases large amount of heat. Usually, ethanol is used as fuel for rockets. Next, we have oxidation reaction. Alcohol oxidizes to form carboxylic acid, which homologous series is minus COOH, presence of suitable oxidizing agent. This is equation for oxidation of alcohol. With the presence of suitable oxidizing agent, alcohol oxidizes to form carboxylic acid and water. One of the suitable oxidizing agent for oxidizing reaction is potassium manganate solution. For example, ethanol oxidizes to form ethanoic acid and water. At the end of the oxidation process, we will see that the purple color of potassium manganate is decolorized. Other than potassium manganate, we can also use potassium dichromate to carry out this experiment. Orange color of potassium dichromate turns green when react with ethanol. Another example for oxidation reaction of alcohol, we have oxidation of propanol. Propanol oxidizes into propanonic acid and water. For the last chemical properties of alcohol, we have dehydration process. Dehydration of alcohol involves removal water of a molecule from each alcohol molecule to produce alkene. This is the general equation for dehydration reaction of alcohol. Water molecules are removed from alcohol when alcohol vapor is flowed over a strongly heated catalyzed procedure chips, aluminum oxide and concentrated sulfuric acid. For example, we have dehydration of ethanol. Ethanol dehydrates to form ethane and water. Other than ethanol, we have dehydration reaction for propanol. Propanol dehydrates to form propane and water. Alkenes produced from the dehydration of alcohol have the following characteristic. Number 1 is burns with yellow sooty flames. Number 2 is decolorize the brown color of bromine water to colorless. Number 3 is decolorize purple color of potassium manganate to colorless, and That's all the chemical properties of alcohol. So here are questions provided by our mentor. Discuss the answer. Tick on the correct answer about the observation. What is the gas released which turn lime water cloudy? As we know, carbon dioxide turns lime water cloudy. So the answer for this question is carbon dioxide. Next, what is the colorless liquid with a sharp smell? As we know, ethanol is a colorless liquid with a sharp smell. So the answer for this question is ethanol. Next question, what is the function of yeast in this experiment? Yeast release enzyme that breaks down carbohydrate molecule such as glucose and mash grape to form ethanol and carbon dioxide. For the third question, fermentation must be carried out without the presence of oxygen or air. Give reason for the above statement. Fermentation is carried out without the presence of oxygen to prevent the ethanol produced during fermentation from being oxidized by oxygen or air to form ethanoic acid, which has a sour taste. Next, state the steps in this experiment which is conducted to prevent air from entering the conical flask containing mixture of glucose or mashed grape. Conical flask is closed with rubber stopper connected to a delivery tube. The end of the delivery tube is dipped in lime water. For the question 4, tick on the correct function of Lebesgue condenser. The function of Lebesgue condenser is condensing of vapor into liquid. So, for the last question, will the same result be obtained if mashed grape is replaced by noni in this experiment? Explain your answer. The same result will not be obtained. Only plants and fruit that contain carbohydrate and sugar can produce ethanol in fermentation process. Noni contains only a little carbohydrate and has a bitter taste. So that's all for our video. Thank you for watching.